RxFIT-Sport is, oh, it's my baby. We're going to take people that want to just be better at the sport of just whatever they want, whether it be CrossFit or they want to be better basketball players or soccer players or wrestlers. And we work on our strength, we work on our endurance, our speed, and our power to make better athletes.
So how is this different than the normal group classes?
The group classes are wonderful for general physical preparedness.
Yeah.
RxFIT-Sport is for people that want to take it beyond that. For people that are wanting to pursue athletic endeavors. It's also not just for organized sports. If you want to be better at a Spartan race, if you want to be better at a marathon, I mean, the modalities we work will help you with any sport you want to do. So it's for people that aren't just here to get a workout in. It's for people that want to be better at sports for a specific reason.
So this is in addition to the group class programming, correct?
Yes. So the way I've worked it out is Mondays and Wednesdays we have in class. We do it together. And then there's programming for Thursdays and Fridays that is to be done in addition to your group class. And then Tuesdays and Saturdays, I put in the programming to just do the class WOD. We don't want to overwhelm people with volume and therefore injure them.
Yeah. Yeah, so when you say general physical preparedness, the group classes focus on that. Can you define that maybe in simpler terms, or what does that mean?
It's fitness for life. People that want to be able to play with their kids, run with their kids, but also come in and be able to pick up weight and move well. We teach you, at RxFit, we focus on coaching, so we teach you to move well and efficiently, but even though we do push intensity, we don't push it to maybe levels that competitive athletes would do. RxFIT-Sport is looking to push you to those levels.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there, and it's almost like the group classes are focused, or even the remote group classes are focused on just performing well at life. RxFIT-Sport is winning.
Yes.
Focused on winning.
Winning.
Right. So, okay, we have a lot of people doing it right now. Most of them are doing Festivus. So let's start with that. If I'm interested in doing Festivus, why should I sign up for RxFIT-Sport?
Well, right now, specifically for that, all of our training is focused around preparing for Festivus. And what I mean by that is, in Festivus right now, since we know what the program WODs are, rowing, wall balls, deadlifting, we are taking all of the programming and we're centering it and focusing it on that. You will be seeing a lot of rowing, a lot of wall balls, a lot of burpees, because that's what the Festivus WODs are.
Yeah.
So that's how and the fact that we have so many people, it replicates the environment you will feel in Festivus, surrounded by people where you have to perform while people are watching, and the adrenaline is high and the energy is high.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like how you've created that dynamic.
Yeah.
And it kind of gets rid of the competition jitters.
Yes.
To a degree, right? You're still gonna have it,
but you'll be used to being surrounded by a group of your peers, and you gotta go, and they're cheering you on, and it's been really cool to see the team form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an awesome group, a fairly large group. It's pushing 20 now. Okay, so what if I'm not interested in doing Festivus, but I'm kind of interested in doing RxFIT-Sport? Can you address that individual?
Yeah. We actually have probably 4 or 5 athletes right now that are not doing Festivus, but they're always asking me, if you're the kind of person that's going to come up to the coach after class and say, how can I be better? Or how can I be RX? I want to push it to the RX. This is for you.
Yeah.
This is for the athlete that wants to get better. Not that just wants to come in here and be done and gone. But if you're like thinking during your day, geez, I want to be better at wall balls, or geez, I want to be better at back squatting, this is for you.
Yeah. I love it. Couldn't agree more. What else? What would draw somebody to RxFIT-Sport? Or let's talk about you actually. What draws you to RxFIT-Sport? Why did you start the program, and why are you loving it so much?
I started the program because I always see people that they wanted more fitness, but they don't know how to do it. So I love the opportunity to be able to teach people how to get more fit. Because at RxFIT-Sport, when you come, we don't we don't necessarily, like, if I'm gonna tell you to deadlift, we're not gonna start from ground zero. I mean, we could if I needed to.
Yeah.
We can scale it for anybody. But we're not necessarily gonna talk about the mechanics of deadlifting, but we're gonna talk about the consistency of your mechanics and efficiency of movement.
Yeah.
So it's taking CrossFit and giving you a little bit more in depth. That's why I started it, because I see people that they're good movers. Now I want to make you a good mover for a long time.
Yeah.
And a good mover for a long time with different stuff mixed in there. So that's why I started it, because people want more, but they're not necessarily ready for regionals.
Yeah.
It's the in-between.
It's the in-between. It's for the rest of us.
Yes.
So what I also really like about the sport class is you're focused on the efficiency of movements that you're not going to get a lot of attention on in the group classes.
Yeah.
So when we do, Miranda will program muscle-ups, for example, in the group classes, but so few people have muscle-ups that you're not going to get a lot of one-on-one attention or focus on the mechanics of the turnover or on the horizontal pole getting up or how to reach hip extension. That's happening in RxFIT-Sport because it's kind of an elevated level of fitness, but not so much, fitness, but also an elevated mindset too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because you're gonna come in here and know that we're gonna test your limits. A lot of times in group classes, either we don't have a whole lot of time, or some people just aren't interested in getting a muscle up.
Yeah.
If you're coming to RxFIT-Sport, it's because you're interested.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, in all reality, you don't really need a muscle up to be healthy.
Right.
And have a really strong base of health.
Right.
Same thing with like handstand push-ups or even handstand walks, things like that.
Yeah.
And what I like about your positioning of the program is we have Miranda over the RxFIT-Forte. We have Jefferson over the gymnastics, and we have Tiro over the conditioning, but those are very biased within their modality.
Mm-hmm.
And then you take those biases and you blend it and get them ready for competition.
Yeah, and it's cool that we have like the coaches with those foundational like core things, because I was actually talking to Jefferson about he's gonna come in and during a sport class he's gonna talk gymnastics, because I mean I can teach gymnastics, but he's the authority in gymnastics at RxFIT, so we're gonna bring him in. We can pull from everybody's base of knowledge as well.
So do you have some athletes on Miranda's Forte program and sport program?
Yeah, I know Gabby Meyer was doing it for a little bit. I think right now, because she's preparing for Festivus, she has shifted her attention to just prepping for that. But there are several athletes that we're doing multiple programs.
Yeah, and that's totally fine.
Yeah, that's totally
Okay.
cool. As long as they can stay healthy and fit it into their life without feeling overstressed, then yes.
And what you're so good at, Fernanda, is managing the volume with intensity. So I know for me yesterday, because I'm kind of part of this group, and I was getting toward the end of the workout, and I was just getting white in the face. And you told me to stop. I didn't want to stop because I was like, man, the people around me are going to think I'm wimpy. But it was really helpful for a coach to say, hey, stop, it's cool. And then I was like, okay, I have permission to stop and not faint.
Yes.
So, you're going to be probably a little bit more sore doing RxFIT-Sport, but that's, you're getting ready to win a competition or perform really well in a competition, so you need that. But I really like how you've managed the volume and intensity on an individual level, not just from a programming standpoint, but also an individual level. Like, hey, sometimes you just stop the workout.
Yeah, and it's important to understand the seasons as well. Like right now, we're prepping for Iron Games or we're prepping for Festivus, so we have to push hard.
Yeah.
And then once the competitions are over, we reevaluate, we refocus our goals, build,